Hello, everybody. Let's give today another try, shall we? Been a long day. Been up since 4:30. Had to go pay rent today out of town, and came home. Was going to chill, and then a little birdie told me that there may be a time slot opened, and maybe I might want to do some readings. So give it a few minutes for the notifications to drop. And I did see we got some other people that did go on, but hey, plenty of fish in the sea. And so I hope everybody is having a good week. We are at midpoint, and of course, the old traditional hump day. And I see two lurking. Hello, lurkers. So yesterday I had attempted to do, because it was quarter moon, some shadow and illumination readings, but I thought, hey, let's continue doing that today. I didn't get to read for anybody. I did a collective, and that was about it. And I also did a collective just beforehand. And today, as my my significator deck, I have decided to use my combined Imbolc and Ostara Oracle deck. And of course, continuing to use the Emerald Papyrus for the shadow reads shadow reads as in shadow, what's in the shadows, what needs to be illuminated through the shadows, and of course, illumination. So what's illuminated, what's hidden in the shadows. So we'll take a look at that. Jackie B! That Miss Jackie, if you're nasty. So here we go. So how you doing, girl? How you doing? Sup. And alrighty. And Jackie, there are issues too, still with chats. Miss Tarot D wasn't able to comment earlier this week or last week. She had popped in and nothing was showing up. So it's nice to see that YouTube so far, knock on wood, is behaving. And now I got that song from the 70s in my mind. You better knock on wood, baby. Come on, everybody. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Welcome to the Heather Show, where she sings, she reads, Anyway, I'll be here all week. So to get started, I guess Heather's a little, not like tired, I can't do readings, but I've had a very long day, so. Or like that new album that I love by Florence and the Machine, I keep just raving about. Everybody dance, everybody sing, everybody scream. So to start, for the collective, I say I got 6 people that are lurking and hanging out. Hello. So the card that came out as the focal point for the shadow and illumination read is Seed Blessing. And it says here, whisper and weave the breath of magic into what you foresee. So a card of manifestation. So doing your prayers, your spells, your chants, your visualizations into actual seeds, metaphorical, visual ones, and start weaving and breathing and believing in those seeds that they are going to grow. And so that is the main focus. So seed blessings, SOS, there we go. Not so much great music, 70s and 80s, 90s weren't too bad, but yeah. So for what is illuminated that we can see when it comes to seeds, the 3 of Wands. So it goes perfect with the seed card because the 3 of Wands shows that you have done the initial work, the planning, the strategizing, and now it's time to expand. And even in her beautiful color, the cosmos, the universe, it's all yours. And you tap into that energy because the universe is within you, and you put that that energy into those seeds. And a lot of us can see that. We're ready for that. People ready for spring. And when it comes to the shadow, which some people might feel like, oh, spring gonna get here, is summer gonna get here? And yes, it will. Here's the sun card. We got the scarab. And so the scarab pushing his little ball of dung across the sky, representing the sun. And so what may be shadowed from us or hidden from us, which is still sounds like a lot of my friends on the East Coast. Please stay warm. Please stay safe. Be careful if you go out. Watch out for others, all that good stuff. But yes, the sun is returning, and also the sun. There will be times when the sun will shine on our seeds to help them grow, to help them manifest, because we know that we have done all the work. So have faith that even though right now it's kind of hard to see the sun or see where the success or the blessings are going to come from, they are on its way as long as we stay dedicated and motivated to making that grow. So that is for the collective. All righty. So I got to even get some new paints today. I got to share really quick. Shan got me some new paints, permanent maroon and azo gold. So either later this afternoon or tomorrow, it's going to be paint time. All righty. So I see we got 10 people watching. Hello, hello. And so let's open up the floor. And so we're doing the illumination readings. Now, if I can find, oh, let me retype this. Here, how about we just do, so if anybody has a question they would like to ask using this spread, please put them in the chat. And if you don't have a specific question, just do the, general. So let me see if I can nope, we're not doing the quarter. I'm trying to see where I can edit it. There we go. So it's no longer quarter moon, but it is illumination in shadow. There we go. All righty. There. SOS band. Yes. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait. So again, for today, for the shadow or the hidden, what's outside of our consciousness, that will be the emerald papyrus, and pairing with my beautiful gold and purple when women had wings stick. It's already, the gilding's coming off, but that's to be expected. So wait to see if I get any requests, or I can just continue keep pulling cards. Again, I have my Ostara and I have my Invoke right here. So I can still pull. But yes, opening to questions today. And of course, no political. You know how they don't roll with the politics. So icky. So icky. Alrighty, what other messages can we get today? Easter egg hunt. Looking towards the little ones. And let's see what. And I'll just keep doing this until I get a reading request. And it says I have 9 in chat and watching. So don't be shy. Say hello. Hi, Miss Nancy. What are you pointing up to? I don't see anybody asking for a reading. Miss Nancy, would you like one? And that's Miss Nancy. Oh, and I saw something. Ooh, Nancy's going to surprise everybody. But yeah, Miss Nancy and I had a visit this morning, and I had a lot of fun. And I also ordered a new deck. It was on sale. It's by Jamie Sawyer, and it's not the Redux. That is on my list. But hopefully, I will get that new deck of mine in my hot little hands. Jackie. So, Jackie, do you want a reading? Did I miss something? Oh, maybe I don't see someone's request in the chat because of everyone's problems here with their chats. Did somebody request one? There's a lot of chat. Okay, so I just got a notification that chats aren't going through. So let me pull up my phone and YouTube. What the hell are you smoking? Good freaking Lord. SOS. Ah, I see what you mean. So let me type in my channel. Oh my goodness. This is insane. Okay, so Jackie B is here, Nancy is here, Tom is here. Hello. Oh, there I can see Tom in the chat. Right now, it's not letting me go up any higher than Jackie waving. So I just got a picture. Check connection. Slow connection may cause the chat to fail to load. It's public. No, everything is as is. This is really crazy. Oh, YouTube. Nancy, you asked for a reading. Okay. So I'm looking on here. Game over. Tom, don't make me call you Hal. I'm sorry, but I cannot compute that. So yeah, I just lost a bunch of my chat. So the first one I have is Jackie saying hello. Well, we will soldier on through this. I shall not be thwarted. I had some real bangers. Oh, okay. We had Mickey D's. Oh, good Lord. So, Miss Nancy. Okay, well, I'm going to finish this one. I pulled from More Collective. And then, Miss Nancy, I will do yours. So, for another collective, another message, I got Easter egg hunt. What you seek may not be what is seeking you. Perhaps a shift is what is needed. So, isn't that interesting? This message has been coming out, especially to people on the spiritual path, wanting to work maybe with certain deity or spirit guides and feeling kind of, left out or sad or depressed that these guides or deity isn't acknowledging or answering the door or the phone. So taking time, maybe a shift in perspective is all that's needed. So the illumination of this is that maybe it's just time to take a break, a respite. Wow, 16 people in chat. So yeah, people just bear with me. And we'll see if we can get through this. Four of Swords. So rest, respite needed right now. Again, this says a shift is what needed. So taking a break, maybe meditating more, maybe asking for your spirit team to come in your dreams to give you an idea of what it is that they're trying to guide you onto your path. Because not every spiritual being, deity, God, goddess, is, or even angels, I believe, work with everybody, but still certain guides, certain people that help us on our path come and go. And this can be also in the physical too, as well. And so the underlying energy, what's in the shadow, what's hidden, is the Four of Columns, which is the Four of Wands. So we got Four of Swords and we got Four of Wands, and there's a celebration. So right now there is a celebration that's excited that maybe you are missing, or things that maybe a deity or a guide wants to celebrate you, um, but you're turning your back on them because you have an idea of somebody else that you want to work with that is not meant to be on your spiritual path, possibly at this time. So, again, the card is to rest, meditate, take a step back, and connect and see who is actually willing, that's out there at your door. Somebody's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. So go see who it is. I would love to sing the whole song, but I could get in trouble. So that's another collective. So, Miss Nancy, you are up next. I am looking at my chat, and still not seeing more than just a couple people. So if anyone sees a question from somebody, just shoot me a text, and I will put that person down then for a reading. Tom, what are you, Tom? What are you doing? Oh, I know, right? I'm just, anyway, like I said, Heather shall not be thwarted. So, Miss Nancy, here we go. I don't know if we'll do a general, say that people can't get their questions in, or even can't even get in to say hi. So let's see what we got going on here. So for the significator for you, Miss Nancy, and Almazi's meowing. Okay. Okay. And was Nancy not seen? We can do this. I got the Moragin Namaligna on my side. The sword of truth shall prevail. My name is Ingna Montoya. You murdered my father. Prepare to die. Sorry, I just could not resist. I could not resist. Okay, what is illuminated for Nancy? And I appreciate people who have been popping in. I see it going up and down, but thanks for being here. And if you have my email, please go ahead to and email me if there is a question that you have that's not showing up in chat. And I will be happy to oblige. So, Miss Nancy, your significator card is Pink Moon. Your tongue will illuminate the spaces within your thoughts that need evolving. So coming up on the pink moon next month, your tongue will illuminate the spaces within your thoughts that need evolving. So considering the words that you use, watch how you use words. And this is a great card for the collective as well. Watching what words we use, what we speak to, especially to ourselves. And by paying attention to how we speak to ourselves or how we let other people speak to us, that illuminates, spaces. Okay, gotcha, Jackie. Jackie. Oh, Jackie. Oh my God. I know two Jackies. That's why I had to stop and think. Okay, gotcha, girl. So for us to evolve and to grow spiritually, it's a time when this pink moon to kind of start paying attention again to what we think about ourselves, what we say to ourselves, what we speak about ourselves. And this goes for others too. And there's your card, Miss Nancy. And I'm going to actually, because this is brand new, let's take a, and I opened right up to it. So this is about inner reflection, establishing new neural pathways. So again, changing how we think, changing how we speak to ourselves. That's saying that it takes about 21 days to change a habit, having to be consistent, and not just in our actions, but our thoughts and what we speak, especially when Miss Nancy, I'm going to throw you under the bus here. But like when I do the poetry shows and you write, oh, my poetry's not as good as yours or so and so's, stuff like that. That's got to stop. Your poetry is beautiful. So instead, those kinds of things, it's just a little tiny example. But, being able to stop comparing ourselves to others, which is hard because I do it as well. But this full moon, this pink moon coming up, and I love that it's pink because thinking of it as self love. So for all of us, this upcoming full moon, pink moon, really watching what we say to ourselves. That's self care, self validation, self acceptance, and showing ourselves unconditional love. And beautiful stone, a beautiful crystal for that is a rose quartz, or a pink selenite, or actually no, orange selenite. And then you have the pink calcite, which is gorgeous too for that type of energy. So let's see what else we have here. This card encourages you to release the outdated patterns and beliefs that are depleting your confidence and growth. The only person who can ensure a positive solution to your question is you. Let's see what else. Look closely. A lovely soul dances up a staircase of oracle decks. Do they look familiar? Oh, there we go. So, dancing through the year, dancing through the seasons, acknowledging and connecting with ourselves during the seasons too. I love that. So, Miss Nancy, what is illuminated? Honey, you got the Three of Swords. So I know some people, like to look at this. They're like trying to reimagine the Three of Swords because threes are usually a very positive number in the other suits. So this could represent, heartbreak, difficulty, sadness, but also it's a time where we can pull those swords out, heal those wounds, and continue to let our hearts expand. Like the Three of Wands, that's about expanding our new projects, our new energy. Three of Cups, expressing the abundance of those who love us and celebrate us. Three of Pentacles, people coming to contribute, to support in our artistic endeavors, new projects, new ideas. So with Three of Swords, allowing the pain to not break our hearts, but to celebrate that we have those emotions, we have those lessons. And now that in our thoughts, because the swords, watching like with the pink moon, watching what we say to ourselves, what we think about ourselves, that connects to here with the swords, Nancy. So watching that, the things that we think about ourselves don't hurt ourselves and break our own hearts in the process. And the underlying energy, Nancy, your stalker card came back. You got the tower, but look at this beautiful tower. This is the light, the sun illuminating over the Great Pyramid. And again, the pyramid has, still stands. It's been built and refixed, but look at how many different kingdoms and pharaohs and millennia. It's constantly being the culture, the spirituality, the people. One dynasty falls and another one rebuilds. One fall, and so it's that constant reminder too of how things can fall and crumble, but still stand strong and can be rebuilt and be refixed. And I think they're starting to try to repair some of the pyramids as well. So with this tower moment, Miss Nancy, with that Three of Swords, whatever is going on, sweetheart, just make sure that you're giving yourself enough love, enough positive talk to you. And that's what I have for you, my dear. Oh, Jackie, she's giving me the angry emoticons. So, but we can do this. Remember, like that from the 40s, we can do this. All righty. Let me see what's going on here. So Tom says, so live chats are down, regular messages aren't coming through, but supposedly emojis and misspelled non-English is working. So gibberish. Okay, thank you, Tom. So let me go to Nancy, 2 messages. I asked for a reading. Thank you, Heather. You're welcome, Miss Nancy. Like I said, we can do this. Jackie, a general. All righty. So, reading for Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie, if you're nasty. So, like I'm supposed to read that. Hey, I can see Shay is here. Hi, Magic with Moonlight. The chats are kind of falling apart on YouTube today. If you want a reading, Illumination Shadow readings, type me, and if you have a specific question, put it in chat. And if it doesn't get shown or seen, I think, Shay, you have my email. You can always email it to me. And we have to remember, too, that this is Mercury retrograde also. Le chat. Okay. Jackie B. Let's see. What is underlying energy? What's the kind of line in the shadows? Now I'm thinking about the shadows. There was a great song from Say Love Tonight, Lost in the Shadows from Lost Boys. That was Lou Graham. Great soundtrack. Not super crazy about the movie. Parts of it were really good, but awesome soundtrack. As always, it's the 80s. All righty. Miss Jackie. Chivalry Coupe. You know, if regular comments aren't coming through, everybody, if you want a reading, there is an emoji card, like a Joker card or something. You can always use that and see if that shows up in chat and let me know as well. This right here. All righty. Okay, woo, Miss Jackie. You got from the in bulk, so we're looking at still the in bulk energy, but these cards can really, a lot of them connect with any time of the year. We have the devotional card for you. There we go. Gotcha, Shay. Gotcha, Shay. And seeing that they can't allow really any typing, I'll make them general. So, Jackie, you got devotional. There's something so intimate when letters reflect the tongue. In times of introspection, when I am at my most vulnerable and revealing all that lives in me. And look at that. So she is sitting at her desk, could be her own little makeshift altar, and she's writing in her diary, in her journal. And it's acknowledging that when we write letters to ourselves, asking ourselves, what is it that we need? What can I do right now for my highest good? What are my emotions? Even acknowledging emotions that might have come up. So the writing is a way for us to do automatic writing with not only our spirit guides and our team, but also with our own self, especially our own, inner child, or any parts of us that may be wounded, or even that doesn't even have to be wounded. A conversation in your journal or your devotional. And in some cases, if pagan or Wiccan practices, this could be a grimoire, book of shadows as well. Writing down maybe spells that worked, or having meditations that you've done that you are very happy with, pleased with. it's a place where you can write down and express you and have a conversation with yourself, and also with automatic writing, conversing with your team, your spiritual team. And also too, another perspective of this is being able to write down conversations that you wish you could have with others, that you may not be able to actually have. They may be in spirit, or they may be somebody that you know that you can't express feelings towards, but you need to release. So writing is very powerful. Just like the saying, sometimes the pen can be mightier than that sword. So that's the main card. And I see Jax with all the cards. Okay, we got some people showing up now. Hello, hello. So let me back up. I see you, Kristen, but let me just get Maureen down. Thank you, guides, for giving me the idea of having people put their card emojis, seeing that they're accepting the. So we have Kristen Lopez, new to my channel. Welcome, sweetheart. Nice to see you. Alrighty, so Jackie, your illumination card, which is, tangible, what you're doing right now that you can see, experience, feel, is the magician. So girl, you are working it. You're connecting with spirit. You're grounding with the earth. You're developing your abilities. You're manifesting this new path in your life, your channel, this new journey that you are on. You have all use of all your tools. So continue manifesting that, girl. Keep manifesting. And your underlying energy, what you may or may not see, is the Two of Vessels. So I don't know if maybe this is something you're not aware of, but the Two of Vessels is the Two of Cups. So this is about close relations. So you may or may not realize it, but you are developing close bonds with people. People are coming to you and trusting you for readings. They are drawn to your light. But another perspective too is with your own personal relationships that are like within your family, with loved ones, partners, and even ourselves as well. There's that beautiful sense of, again, with the devotional, maybe writing down things that. So, Jackie, I'm going to go out here on a limb for a second. For me, feeling the Two of Vessels and the Magician, that's not, even though it's not the High Priestess, that's still connecting with your power. And I'm looking at the Two of Vessels, thinking about your loved ones, those beautiful spiritual bonds, emotional bonds you have with others. And when I see the devotional, I'm feeling like maybe this is something that you've been wanting to do. I feel like it's like pick up a pen, and maybe start learning automatic writing or start doing automatic writing. It feels like you have those in spirit coming around to support you. It's like you're manifesting that energy with the magician. You're learning how to tap, into the above as well with the blow. You're bringing that power of the elements of earth, of your spirit team, of loved ones on the other side, and sitting right there in the motion in the middle with the devotional. It feels like these are letters and messages that you are getting that need to be written down. And the book could even maybe consider Akashic book, Akashic records. So that's what I'm getting, Jackie. So hopefully it resonated with you. I'm going to take a quick sip. Ooh, even if it's cold coffee, still caffeine, right? So we wait for Jackie. Shay is up next. Ay, Dios mío, I do not know what that means. Now, if Selena were here, but then she probably would be able to put the translation anyways into it. Ah, Shay, you got the card that I got for today. I love drawing a card from one of my Seasons of the Witch decks, which I absolutely love. I'm collecting them as the Sabbats come, closer in, and been doing readings with those in my another witch series in one of my notebooks, and I absolutely love the poetry. Some people may not be big in the poetry, but I'm a poet, so I absolutely love the poetry on the cards. So Shay, what is illuminated? Ooh, ooh, I got chills on that one, Shay. All down my left side. So seeing that it's going all the way down on my left side, Shay, do you ever feel the presence of a guide on your left side? It's like I got chills right down my left side. I think so. Okay, ooh, this is interesting. Shay, let me grab my pendulum. Mm-hmm. Were you Are you her ancestor? No. Did she know you in a past life? Yes. Were you and my no. Okay, so Shay. Okay, let's hold on to that. I just get excited when certain messages start coming through and they make sense. Oh, Tom, what am I going to do with you? So, Shay, you got the robin card. Look at the little robin egg, little blue egg on there. Um, so it says here, spring into the presence of stillness, for there is much to rejoice in there. So the card is acknowledging the oncoming of spring, finding time to shut down, shut off. Again, a great message for the collective. Um, and just taking time to be still, to be quiet, to sit with nature, to sit with yourself, and be open to messages from loved ones. And that's going to go right into this top card because this is the illuminated card. So, Shay, I believe you may be experiencing a sensation of, of energy on your left hand side. I got the Knight of Wands, and I used my pendulum and I asked if this was a member of your spirit team, and I did get a yes. I asked if this was an ancestor. I got a no. I did ask if this was somebody that you knew in a past life, and I got a yes. So this is an individual who is from your past. I asked if they were actually a knight, and I did get a no. So this is an individual that was a part of a past life. I'm feeling it is male. I mean, we know knights can be females as well, because back then, before patriarchy took over, boy, the women were fighting right there next to the men. A lot of amazing female warriors. So I'm feeling that this is a male energy. And with the wands, this individual is there to inspire, but to motivate. Um, the knights, even though it's not reflected in this deck, but the Knight of Wands is one of the most volatile. And what I mean by that is it's the energy that it gives off, not volatile in a bad way, but it's the one of the knights that burns the brightest, that has the bright energy, that has the spark, the enthusiasm, that like to rush in and be creative, and has a lot of energy and motivation. They're there to motivate you. They want you to, or he wants to. Okay, excuse me. I got corrected there. He wants you to get motivated. That when times when you feel, and I'm looking at your shadow card, and this makes sense. Times when you feel down, when you feel like there's too much going on, that you don't have the willpower, or the passion to do what it is that you want to do or what you love to do. And this could maybe even just gain sometimes maybe out of the bed, getting out of the bed, during the day. Um, he's there to motivate, again, to inspire and to say, I'm here, let me, you know, let me give you energy, but he's there to support, not to do all the work. Um, your underlying card, your shadow card. I want to say shadow card, but your underlying energy, things that you may not see or feel, but it's got an underlying energy. Is the strength card. So he's there saying you have the strength. He's lending you the strength. You may not feel it right now that you have the strength or you've been strong or courageous, but to tap into that independent, feline, ferocious energy, tap into that wild, untamed part of yourself that they knew and loved too, even back in the day. And I'm feeling like, nope, don't ask that question. Okay, he just wants it to be left as, you know, the strength is continuing forward into this lifetime, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in it. And he is there to help you stay motivated, to encourage you. So when you get those moments where you feel like your strength is low or your spirit is down, um, I feel like you feel him somewhere on your left hand side. So that's what I have for you, Shay. I hope that resonated, my dear. SOS. What does SOS mean? Let's see. So, Maureen, you're actually up next. Let me see if I can read. And oh, Tom. Carta que saque, Heather, Sarah. Yeah. Um, I get gracias. You're welcome. Boy, oh boy. So I just want to make sure I didn't miss any other requests. Okay, so Maureen is next. We'll put the smiley faces up there, the laughing faces. Okay. See, we're showing YouTube. We're showing how to get shit done, right? As Jax would say, this is how we throw it down here. Okay, so Maureen. I love using the Seasons of the Witch Oracle cards because they make such wonderful cards for the entire collective as well. There's that. Okay. Oh, how pretty. Whoop. Okay. I like jumpers. Okay. Let me just move down here for a comment if I'm missing anything. Yep, Kristen, I've got you, my dear. You are the last read. I have Maureen right now. I have Jax, and then I have, and I hope is it Christian? I want to make sure I'm pronouncing your name properly. So, Maureen, you got spring cleaning. It is time to clear from the path all that does not serve you, which makes a lot of sense for your cards here, my dear. But look at that. I love spring cleaning. We're supposed to have nice weather on Friday, so we'll probably be opening the windows, letting all that fresh air in. So you're illuminating what you can find tangible, what you can see and experience right now. That's very prevalent. It's kind of like that energy that's like right there in your face, and you see it, you feel it, you experience it. You got the Lover's card, my dear. And the Lover's card is again, about beautiful relationships, not just, with intimate partners, but this is family, loved ones, um, decisions too, at times that we have to make. Um, I'm feeling right now this with your reading and what I'm seeing here, this has to do with very close family, possibly energy. And I'm just going to say probably, I'm going to say I feel like it is. It's more like, and sometimes family doesn't necessarily mean, hey, Moira. Yeah. They'll explain at some point, Moira. Um, so right now I'm looking at family and spring cleaning, having to let go of those that do, things that no longer serve you. And with the lover's card, I feel like there is time where you know that there are people in your life that you consider, um, people that you love, people that you will always love. Usually, you know, it feels like it's a card of unconditional love, not just for self, but for others as well. But there are people, relationships, um, that are that that are going to have to um, leave your life, or you're going to have to create very strong boundaries with. Your underlying energy, Maureen, is the Judgment card. And the Judgment, again, is about fairness. I know it's not the Justice card, but I'm still looking at it as a sense of fairness, feeling like there's judgment being put upon you, or judgments that are being made. You're having more spiritual, you're on a new spiritual path, or you're exploring things spiritually, or you see things from a deeply beautiful spiritual place within yourself, no matter what your higher powers, whatever your spiritual practice is, and you're having these moments of um, obtaining epiphanies, enlightenment, um, but at the same time, there's a bit of judgment in that as well. And it feels like it's coming from people that are close to you, that you love, um, but may know that you know that you, I mean, it's up to you. That the Lover's card is about decisions too. So, Maureen, this is going to be a decision of who you let be within that, in your circle, and who you allow to judge or to question. I mean, this is spring. It's time to spring cleaning. This is time to let people, possibly very well, places, not pl- well places, letting go of things from the past, to be able to move forward. So with the spring cleaning, it's starting new. You're on your journey, you're on your path. And with the spring cleaning and removing those energies or toxic people in your life, removing them leaves a space open where you can have the right people come in and fill that space for you. So this is basically time to clean up, clean shop. And again, those who don't serve you, who don't support you, that don't accept you for who you are, um, time to, wish them love. Sometimes all we could do is love them from afar, and move forward with what is your spiritual path. Um, and that's what I have for you, Maureen. I hope that resonated. I know I can't speak. Gracias. You're welcome, my dear. It'd be nice to be able that YouTube would let us, be able to tell me if something, um, what are you guys doing? Jax, you'll have to explain to me later on, or Tom. So thank you, Maureen, for letting me read for you, and Jax. All right. I hope these readings are resonating for everybody. I'm enjoying I tried doing this idea yesterday. Game over. No, game over. I tried doing this yesterday, but I was on for like 10 minutes and no one showed. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll try a different time. And today was the perfect time. It's just that a little bit of language confusion. All righty. Good thing. Oh, do I even want to bring this in? No, never mind. Not even joking. Am I going to bring that energy into here? All righty. So, Jax. Woohoo. I like this card. I like her version. That is beautiful. Let's say, and it's weird. I see face pink drinking tea, and then there are other ones that come right through, and you see what the emoji is. Oh boy. Okay, let's see what we got here, Jax. Spring rain. Who doesn't love a spring rain? We had a little bit today. So, spring rain, Jax, what awaits will water the resilience that evolves and surrenders. So, with this coming spring, there's good there's good mojo coming, good juju, things that are going to cleanse, bless, purify. That's going to be able to water and nourish. Um, it's going to be like a gift, a blessing for the resiliency that you have shown. It's going to be a time of beautiful surrender where you're just able to, and start not picking up the pieces, but to start planting and start growing and start putting your attention to growing new things. Spring rain, nourishing the seeds, nourishing the flowers, nourishing our souls. Hi, Irene. So, your illumination card, and I love this, kind of goes with the collective in the beginning or with Nancy's ring too, with the pink moon. You got the moon card. So right now, for me, they let people focus on, the moon as being scary, and it create shadows. But that's where we find the most beautiful illumination, is when the moon does come out and it illuminates. And sometimes those shadows are not bad shadows. Those are things that we keep hidden within ourselves because we're afraid of other people to see, because they may not appreciate, they may not understand. But this is a beautiful light card of illumination, our sacred feminine, connecting with our intuition, with our dreams. She's the moon goddess, so I absolutely love this card. So, in a day to day sense, the moon is illuminating things for you. You've been seeing things that are in the shadows that are now coming out, but you are handling them and dealing with them. And when that time comes, when it starts to, ease up, and you're able to count your battles won. That's, when the rain comes and washes away any of that tiredness, that sense of, like with the Nine of Wands, that resiliency, feeling kind of battle weary. That spring rain is going to come in, it's going to wash that, it's going to nourish you. It's a beautiful time for nourishment. The moon affects the water too within our bodies as well. So your underlying card is the Seven of Discs, which is the Seven of Pentacles. So there's an underlying energy of, and here we got Miss Nefertiti herself. So the process, and it's interesting how they put her on the Seven of Pentacles, because the Seven of Pentacles is traditionally that card of having to have patience, knowing when, if things are harvesting, but you have to, have the patience, that everything will come to pass, will harvest when it's supposed to. And now they're starting to actually find more information on her. And I believe they have an idea of where her tomb is. So, like with Nefertiti, sometimes it takes a while, this is more than a couple millennia, but it's that shows that patience, and how beautiful, that to stand there with your head up high, knowing that, I have patience. I know things will come as they're supposed to. Spring rain is going to come. wash all that negative energy and muck away. It's going to nourish the soul, the soil in your soul, um, and in your body. And you're already seeing all the starting to illuminate. So there you go, my dear. That is your reading. Thank you for letting me. I know, tell you mundo. I recognize that word. Um, yeah, I know mas means a lot. Now, my neighbor next door. Already, it's Chris? Is it Kristen or Christian? As in Christian without the H. So let me do a quick sip here. Coffee. Well, this has been a blast. I just wish I knew Spanish. Alrighty. So, reading for Christian. Actualization. I know that word. I see that. Pronto means hurry. The rest. Mas means more. Yes. That I recognize. Mas tacos. Okay, so Christian. Daffodils. Now I have that song. Daffodils. I just can't remember who. Mark somebody. It's like Team Impala that did the song Daffodils with Mark Ronson. For people who are new to me, I am a music person, so I will see cards and words and automatically that's where my brain goes to. Madrid. Two. Stay thirsty, my friends. He's back. Okay. Okay, so Christian, you got daffodils. And it says here, the whispers that inspire are shifting towards you in a melody of creative blooms. So, Sani talking about melody. So there are whispers. I don't know if you hear them, or this car is acknowledging you to be able to. I feel like they're acknowledging you, acknowledging that you do hear them. These whispers can be from our higher selves, our loved ones on the other side, our spirit team, our ancestors, depending on how you want to view them. It could be the archetypes within ourselves, any deity that we work with or devote ourselves to. But so these whispering of our souls that are inspiring and inspire a shifting. Things are new creative endeavors that you want to do, new creative aspects of yourself, and even telling you to do some play, to do something creative. There is like a suppression of your, I don't say inner child, but a suppression of joy, and they're acknowledging. Start maybe listening to music, melody, going out into nature, being inspired by the sounds of nature, the music of nature, and that will help inspire more creativity, whether with the arts or in ways of that you view life, new creative maybe endeavors, projects, new creative ways of seeing solutions to possible problems. But there is this push of going within, paying attention and listening and being inspired by that. And the whispers that you are feeling. I'm going to actually start with the underlying energy, which is the Two of Wings. And the Two of Wings is the Two of Swords. And this is the card of having to, typically her eyes are blindfolded, but hers are closed. And the swords represents communication with our guides, our higher selves. It's a decision that needs to be made. And it's that balance of being grounded and being balanced in our emotions, to be able to feel and think clearly. And here she's surrounded by this beautiful surf of water. So it's really immersing yourself in your emotions and feeling deep, and making that decision that needs to be made. Listening to those whispers, um, acknowledging that they're trying to they're trying to communicate with you, or acknowledge or remind you that these decisions that need to be made are important. And I'm seeing for your emotional well-being, a beautiful new cleansing, new way of feeling, of thinking, of moving forward. And your illuminated card is the Six of Swords. So we got the other swords. So when we make that decision to listen to the whispers of our soul, our guides, um, we're able to finally set off on that journey. We're able to leave behind those thoughts, um, old ways of communication, leaving that behind, leaving that part of the past behind, and moving across those more waters over to the other side. And she's doing that for herself in this deck. She's not requiring somebody else to get her across the water. She's doing it herself. So making sure that when you're in that Six of Swords, you're crossing that water, those swords represent the positive thoughts, the positive ways of seeing, communicating. It's things that clarity that you have received. So with that Two of Swords, making that decision, there will be a clarity where you know which one that needs to be made, that choice that needs to be made. And when you do, then you take what um, resonates with you, what supports you, what supports healthy mental thinking. And again, I'm not a doctor, so let me just iterate this really quick. Entertainment purposes only, but the swords are about our mental states as well, and how we communicate with each other, ourselves, and of course, technology. Just gotta love technology. And so basically rolling with the punches here, but you're clearly getting yourself across that water right now. So for me, it's acknowledging that these decisions are needing to be made. And who knows, maybe that decision has to be made once you get to the other side to continue moving forward. But pay attention to those whispers, my dear. And I've been seeing daffodils here too. Spring is starting to come around in some areas. So, aside from my friends who are under a couple of feet of snow again, spring is on its way. And maybe when you see those daffodils, Christian, maybe kind of sit, with them and just kind of quiet your mind and see if I'm just wondering this beautiful communication that you have with nature. Like you go out in nature and you can, speak with the flowers. You can speak like with the elementals, the fae folk, maybe feeling, sensing, seeing, the auras on trees and on plants, maybe even a connection to animals. But right now, a lot of, congratulations, because you're in the process of getting yourself across that water. It's calmer now, and you're in control of that boat. So there you go, my dear. Thank you for letting me read for you. It's hard, I can't ask if it resonated, but in the future, please let me know. My email is not in the description box today because I didn't think any of this was going to happen. But it is under my about section of my channel. And that was my last read. So I appreciate everybody who came in and tackled this straight on with a lot of humor and a lot of support. I appreciate all my mods, even though I have representada represents. Oh yeah, yeah. One of these days, maybe with my education coming up for my peer certification, I might ask if they could pay for some Spanish speaking lessons. That would be wonderful. Um, all righty. So, yes, so if anybody wants to email me and let me know whether or not, the rings resonated, that'd be wonderful. Unless, of course, after the show, YouTube allows people, I haven't been seeing any problems with people commenting um, under the comment section. So if you just want to, put a couple thumbs up or say, or just write resonated, that would be great. Um, Clean. I see the word clean. Oh, yes. Porquito en español. So, and I might even add, well, my neighbor next door, he's, him and his wife, well, his family, they're Hispanic, and sometimes they talk, and I'm like, oh, Porquito, I don't understand. You go, see, but they're wonderful people. So today is Wednesday. I don't know if I'll do anything tomorrow, but Friday, I will be back. I will have a lovely guest with me, and hopefully they will figure uh, this out. Jax and I have an idea that we're thinking about doing in regards to a VR. So, looking forward to Friday. Again, hoping YouTube figures this stuff out and fixes the little bugs. Miss Ami. So I see hugs. Okay. Hugs back. um, if he wants to know, I'm going to need a translator. Even on the phone, someone says, well, this is what they're saying. Okay. But yeah, that's something else. So could you imagine if Miss Taro D came in here? She'd be speaking in Italian to me. I'd be like, no, no, no. Oh my goodness. I tried taking Italian in college and I got a B. It was hard. Um, and I pretty much forgot everything I learned except for a few words. But all righty. Thank you, everybody. It's been a blast. It was fun. Thanks for hanging in there. And we had a good time. And at least it was like Tom and Jax had fun. And good to see you, Irene. A Goga Wakata Kamika. Now that sounds like Asian to me. All righty. Have a good night, everybody. And thank you again. And we'll see everybody in the next live. And hopefully all in English. And we'll be able to see everybody's comments. And thank you, Jackie's still here. Thank you again to Jackie. So everyone have a good rest of your day. Well, night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow or Friday. Bye-bye.